Periodically, we'll spend time with the Philadelphia sports figure to give you an inside look as to what a typical day looks like for them. But more importantly, we hope this will help connect you better to the athletes and coaches you root for. Our first subject is Phillies manager Gabe Kapler. The second-year skipper is viewed as eccentric, an analytics guy, and while he is, Kapler is also a philosopher who just happens to lead a baseball team. Tucked away on a small side street in South Philadelphia is Homegrown Coffee Shop. Tucked inside, Phillies manager Gabe Kapler, a regular here.
Good morning, Deuces. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Pretty much every single day I find a local coffee shop, come in, hang out, bring my iPad, sit down and work, have a cup of coffee, and start my day like that.
It's the off-season, but the game is always on his mind. Kapler is part of the new school of baseball, one that relies heavily on analytics, but he's more than that. He's a hybrid.
Just gathering up all of the information, whether it be numbers on a page or the emotion of the players or the feelings of the city of Philadelphia, blend all those things together, and usually we end up with a really good recipe for success.
Where's that P?
Kapler has been the Phillies manager for 15 months. From day one, he has immersed himself in our city.
I've pretty much walked from the stadium through South Philadelphia to Center City, all the way to Fishtown and Northern Liberties. So if you do that walk enough, you get to know the city blocks and get to know the neighborhoods and the people in the neighborhood. A lot of people like to stop and talk baseball. If it's during the season, talk decisions from the night before. And I'm always happy to stop and talk.
Our talk continues in his pickup truck on the way to the stadium. We speak about how his desire to manage began early in his playing days. Kapler also shares what he feels the role of a manager really is.
You are constantly looking for ways to build people up. At the same time, you're constantly looking for ways to challenge them. If you're doing a good job of simultaneously building them up and supporting them and challenging them and raising the bar for them, I think that tends to be a really good a mix.
At the park, Gabe gives us a tour. We see the clubhouse.
One of the things that always stands out to me when I walk into this clubhouse is how if you turn all the chairs around, it's a big space, but all of our players are shoulder to shoulder. And I think about that often. Like when we line up on the first base line or the third base line on opening day, we stand shoulder to shoulder. So everything we do as a team. They speak for themselves.
Inside the manager's office, the pictures on the wall reveal even more about Kapler's philosophies on hard work and leadership.
They're my heroes. When I say heroes, I mean people that I respect, look up to, some of the principles, try to emulate.
Hernandez's throw to the plate is not in time!
The Phils made great strides last season, a 14-win improvement, and Kapler is genuinely excited about the new-look team he'll take to spring training this season. But it's the prospect of a parade up Broad Street that truly keeps him motivated.
The fans are as passionate as they possibly could be. They raise the bar for us. The Sixers are beginning to meet that bar. The Eagles have met that bar, and we want to do the same.
It is gone!
I believe we're on the right track.
Kapler's day doesn't typically involve showing a sportscaster the finer points of hitting, but he obliges, somewhat.
Oh my God.
That ball went far. Wow.
Gabe's got jokes.
Wow.
Gabe, do I have a future?
Absolutely.
In what?
God bless.
This is like Charles Barkley with a bat in his hands.
I'll give you one tip.
You have to meet a certain bar before I can help.
Thank you very much.
No, that's cool. I really enjoyed that. It was fun.
Despite what you might think, Gabe did not offer me a free agent contract. But in terms of Machado or Harper, he said he'd love to have one of those two guys. But if he doesn't, he's happy with the team he'll take with him this spring.
You are a man. No. You're a man of substantial courage.
Yes.
To put that on television.
I had nothing to do with the editing. That's the problem.
What a stroke that was.